Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. I hope you're doing well. I started off this video as me making predictions about Lightlark, which was one of my reads I think 2 weeks ago. I have been waiting for my camera battery charger to get here because my charger stopped working for some reason. So I have been putting off recording because I didn't have a charged camera. The beginning of this video, I basically made predictions. I kind of took you guys along the way with me as I was reading. I will say I really enjoyed this book. I would honestly give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I ended up getting the second book. The third book is also out, but I'm waiting for it to come in paperback because you can't have a whole series and then have a hardcover and the rest are paperback. That just, it's not cohesive. I'm very excited to read this book. They also have the collector's edition of Lightlark, which is so beautiful. I almost got it, but I didn't. This book I really enjoyed. I thought there was going to be more romance in it, and there really wasn't, but I heard that this one has more romance in it than this book did. So we'll see. I'm on page... Okay, I got pretty far last night. I'm on chapter 22, so page 160. I'm pretty far in there. I'm pretty sure there's like 400. Okay, there's 410 pages, so I'm like a quarter of the way through. I'm loving this book so far. I'm eating up every single second of it, every single word, okay? I'm sitting here hallucinating on the paper. And am I okay with that? Yes. Yes, I am. I love hallucinating when I look at words on paper. It's my favorite thing ever. This video is gonna have spoilers, so if you are currently reading this book, stop watching this video. Or if you want to come back when you're done reading this book, come back, baby. I don't know if her name is Isla or Ilsa, but I have been saying Isla in my head, so I'm just gonna keep saying Isla. Oro basically just told her, like, hey, I want you to form an alliance with me. That's what Oro just told her. Hey, we're forming an alliance. Let's get down to business. That's literally the last thing that happened. Before I had read that chapter, or those 2 chapters, whenever they got paired or whatever, I kind of did have a feeling that they were going to get paired. I kind of did. But I'm thinking that either... Okay, her and Grimm, though, I, like, want them together so bad. I feel like her and Grimm might be, might get together, you know what I'm saying? They better. Okay, they better. I feel like Oro might, like, fall for her and, like, want to be with her. You know what I mean? And maybe that's completely off, but I feel like he does. And I feel like Grimm and Oro both fall for her. She's going to have 2 men. 2 men that she needs to choose from. Hopefully she chooses Grimm. Unless Oro's not that bad. We haven't really had much character building around him. We just kind of have heard, like, oh, he's the king. For some reason in my brain, I imagine him as this old man. So I've been trying to not imagine him as an old man because she did say he had a lot of youth to him. I'm just trying not to imagine him old because I don't want her with someone old. So I feel like while in their alliance, Oro is going to find out what her and Celeste are up to and what they're trying to do. And I'm scared for that because what if he tries to kill her? I don't know. I know for a fact that she, like, gets rid of the curse. I was reading the summary for Nightbane, which is the 2nd book, and it said that she broke the curse. So I know for a fact she breaks the curse. But how is the question. They're trying to find the bond breaker because it's like this thing with 2 needles and they stick their finger, her and Celeste want to stick their finger on each needle. It takes their blood and it breaks their curses. But it could possibly kill them, so it's really dangerous. I feel like Oro's going to find out what they're doing, and Grimm, I feel like he kind of already knows. Not really, but he has been helping her. Like, he helped her disappear. Maybe that was the only time he helped her. No! I was gonna say Isla would betray Celeste, but I feel like Celeste is gonna betray Isla just because she's paired with Cleo. And Cleo is... We don't like Cleo. Okay? We don't like her. I don't know, guys, because maybe Cleo, like, brainwashes Celeste. I don't know how she would do that, but I feel like Celeste will betray her. Isla is gonna start trusting Oro and he betrays her. Here's what I have so far. We're gonna put it in. Boom. Okay. Oro falls for Isla. So does Grimm, we already know. Oro falls for Isla. He figures out their plan. So he betrays her. Because Isla started trusting him. Okay? Celeste is paired with Cleo. Cleo brainwashes Celeste. She betrays Isla. Everybody's betraying Isla. Grimm, he's minding his business with, what's his name, Azul. Guys, I hope my predictions were right. But by the end of this video, we'll know if I'm right and we'll know if I'm wrong. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot. Isla doesn't have powers. So I'm thinking, since she doesn't have powers, that's how she lifts the curse. Like, there's something... Oh my god, maybe she has to kill Celeste. But it's okay because Cleo, like, turned her. Oh my god. I don't know. You guys are probably going to be able to hear my cat purring. He's literally the sweetest. Come here. Hi, come here. Hello, baby. I'm going to do a little time lapse, so. Isla talk. What the hell? How does this man know these things? I finished 2 chapters. I'm gonna take my dog for a walk. I'm gonna read this a little bit more. I probably won't record that because I think I got enough of a montage of me reading. So then you guys will just see me whenever I'm talking about the end of the book. I'm recording on my phone because it's the middle of the night and I don't want to pull out my camera. But I'm on page 274. They just found one of the oracles, like one of the ladies. And she said, there are lies and liars all around you, Isla Crown. And now Isla's like, who's lying to me? So this is what I think. She just found out that the bond breaker isn't real, or so the king tells her it's not real. So I'm thinking, Celeste came up with that, right? To distract Isla and be like, you know, distract her and have her go on her own mission to like figure out the stuff, because she's been doing like most of the stuff. Okay, Celeste hasn't done anything. Celeste only found the gloves. So what I'm thinking is Celeste and Cleo are paired up on purpose. Like, they were meant to be paired up. And Cleo and Celeste are actually friends. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, they're working together. They're planning something secretly. Celeste just told Isla about the bond breaker to distract her from the fact that they're paired up and they're, like, planning stuff together. You know what I mean? Update. She just told the king, she told Aro, that she doesn't have powers. Y'all, he just told everyone that she doesn't have powers. Y'all, okay, maybe we hate Oro. Oh my god, I don't know how to feel. I was starting to like him. Guys, I'm shook. Grimm apparently knew that she didn't have powers. And honestly, it makes sense because he was like pretending to be disgusted when she ate that heart, like in the first couple chapters. Yeah. I love him. Me giggling and kicking my feet. I love him, dude. If anyone makes a move to harm you, I will ruin them in their entire realm. Okay, period. Not me, like... I love him. It says she believed only him. I wonder if she still believes in Celeste. Because I'm low-key, like, we haven't heard much from Celeste. Like, she saved her life, whatever. But, like, I don't know. I'm not messing with Celeste. No. I'm on chapter 42. They killed Juniper. They literally killed Juniper. Right as she was about to find out who casted the curse. So I have this other prediction. Ignore my fingers. I was eating Takis. I believe the bond breaker is real, okay? And at the place of mirrors, there's a vault that she can't get into. I think that's the library. She needs the gloves. Gets in there. Yep. If you guys have read this book, you know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, you're probably clueless. But, like, whenever she said something about after she didn't find the bond breaker in the Sunling library, she was like, there has to be another library. I'm telling you, it's that one. Yep. Yep. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now, y'all. I'm saying it now. I started editing my video, and I went through and wrote down all of my predictions. And I wrote next to it, I put like correct or incorrect. First prediction was Oro will fall in love with her. He did. I feel like that was a given. So there kind of was a little bit of a love triangle. Grimm also fell in love with her, but they had a past before. Isla just didn't remember that because Grimm took her memories away. So my second prediction was Grimm falls for her. Grimm and Oro both fell for Isla. There was a little love triangle going. Oro will find out her and Celeste's plans. I guess this is partially incorrect because I almost said during the movie. During most of the book, he didn't seem to have any clue of what she was doing until like the end of the book when she ran to go put her little palm or finger on the bond breaker. I can't remember exactly how he popped up, but he did pop up there and was like, don't do this or something. He did try to stop her. I think. I actually don't remember that, but it was partially incorrect. He didn't really know her plan. He kind of just thought that she was there to help him, which I mean she was. Next one was Grimm knows the plan, which was partially incorrect, partially correct. He did in a sense, but Celeste lied to him. Isla didn't tell him the plan until like the end. She kind of just gave him the gist and was like, I really need your help to help me do this, blah, blah, blah. But Celeste tricked him earlier in like way before the games had happened. Celeste like told him like, if you help her and you erase those memories and blah, 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 and you do this and you follow my plan, then you two will be able to live and rule the world together. And he was like, okay, that sounds amazing. So he did partially believe, like understand the plan, but not fully because Celeste obviously left out some details. My next one was Celeste will betray Isla because she's paired with Cleo. That is partially correct, partially incorrect. She didn't betray Isla because she was paired with Cleo, but she betrayed Isla, period. We don't like Cleo. I think we're gonna get more of her in Nightbane, which I am super duper excited to read. I am reading The Assassin's Blade right now, but I think once I finish that, I'm gonna read this because I can't read multiple books at once because I do get like kind of locked in there. Not locked in, like all messed around, you know? Cleo brainwashed Celeste. That's incorrect. Cleo did not brainwash Celeste. If anything, Celeste brainwashed everybody else. She was acting like she was Celeste, but she really was Aurora, which was King Oro's brother's almost wife in blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so much to it, which that was actually a really good twist, and that was one of the things where I was like, oh my god. Like, I knew Celeste was going to turn on her, but I didn't know she was going to have a whole freaking backstory. My next one was Isla will break the curse since she has no powers. She did break the curse, but it wasn't because she didn't have any powers. She just happened to find the heart of Lightlark and, like, I guess use it. I don't really know how they worded it. I forgot. But, like, basically it was this egg and the yolk came out and she, like, touched the yolk and somehow it, like, broke all the curses. I'm so excited to read the second book. Oh my god, I just got excited. She does have powers. She has 2 powers. She has the Nightshade powers and the Wildling powers, but her Nightshade powers just kind of cloaked her other ones, kind of hid them. Her whole life she didn't know she had any powers because her family had been telling her, well, her guardians had been telling her, hey, you don't have any powers. And she's like, oh, okay, okay. And this whole time she did, because Celeste told Isla's guardians, hey, don't tell her that she has powers because this and that and that and this, blah, 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 blah. Somehow they went along with it. My next prediction was she has to kill Celeste. Yes, that was correct. She did, in fact, kill Celeste. Celeste, like, fell off the face of the island, and just a lot happened. She died. My next prediction was Celeste came up with the bond breaker to distract Isla. That is partially correct. Celeste did come up with a bond breaker, but it wasn't actually a bond breaker. It's called a bond... It's called, like, the bond maker or something, which... typically it's when a king steps down from the throne, like he has an heir, and he wants to give his powers to the son or whatever, gives it to them, and using that device. Celeste had told her about this bond breaker, which was a legend, and it was just this really big thing that, like, if two people used it, their curses would break, and I think everybody else would still have their curses or something. So in a sense, it was a really selfish thing to do, but also in another sense, a lot of the people were selfish anyway. Bondbreaker was never real. Bondmaker was real. And in a sense, it was also to distract Isla. Not really, though. I felt like Cleo just wasn't doing anything or not Cleo. I felt like Celeste wasn't doing anything to help find the bond breaker or do whatever, blah, blah, blah. Another one was Celeste and Cleo are paired up to work against Isla because they're friends. Like, that was meant to happen because Cleo and Celeste were friends. That was incorrect. They didn't know each other. We didn't get much of information on them being paired. It just was kind of pushed off to the side. Last prediction I had was the vault has the bond breaker and needs the gloves to open it. So that was incorrect. Absolutely 100% incorrect. The Wildling Island was still connected to Lightlark, but it was just like dying slowly because none of the wildlings have actually been living on that island. There was the place of mirrors, and it had this vault inside of it. It had a big lock, and I kind of disregarded the fact that it had a big lock. I was just like, oh, whatever, like, she just needs to put the gloves on and open that thing. I don't think she ever tried. If she did, I missed that in the book. But, like, a lot of the time she had been trying to figure out what to use to unlock this thing. Like, this whole time been trying to figure out how to unlock this door, and she couldn't figure it out. The end of the book is when she figures it out. It's left on a cliffhanger. So hopefully it picks right back up here. Most of my predictions were just extremely incorrect, and you know what? That's okay. I did have some right, so I'm not mad about it. I really did enjoy doing this though, coming up with the predictions and then comparing later on, because it just gives you kind of like a fun time, like, oh, like, I wonder if I'm gonna be right, blah, 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 blah. And obviously there's gonna be twists, so it's really, really hard to tell. This is honestly one of my favorite books that I've read. I haven't read very many books, but I have been really, really enjoying fantasy books. When I first got into reading, which was like 1.5 years ago, I read a lot of just romance books, just plain old romance books. I enjoyed those too, but I feel like it was really easy to get bored of them. So I didn't really read too many books, but then I read Powerless. I believe that was my first fantasy book that I read, and I really, really enjoyed it. I'll say it is difficult when you're getting a lot of world building in the beginning of the book. It's difficult to stay in it and kind of understand what's going on. Once you move past that, you're gonna eat it up. It's just really fun to read these books and like imagine yourself in that world, or just read it and just simply enjoy it, because I love magical creatures, I love mythical creatures, I love the magic systems in books. I haven't read a lot of fantasy books, but I am really, really enjoying them. I might pause my reading for the Assassin's Blade and read this book. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making this video. I'm just hoping to build a cute little community on here of just a bunch of us just reading books and sharing thoughts, and I just want you guys to follow me along in my reading journey. I really want to buy like a fat stack of books, but I can't because I am decorating this room. I'm making it my reading room. It didn't look like this before.
this is it partially done, so you guys will see very soon. I am making a video of me decorating this room and getting it all set up and bookish like. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. It probably won't be out for another couple weeks or so, but by the time I get this video out, possibly the week after that or so. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you want. Give me some book recommendations if you guys have any. I do really like fantasy books, and I have a big, long Amazon wish list with a bunch of books in there, and I am just so excited. But yeah, that's all for today. Bye!